Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pineview Drive. Last time we had some really crazy experiences with this game. We're slowly putting this house back in order, or at least gaining access to the house. But it's becoming darker, more hostile, as if we needed things to get any darker. All the lights have blown out. The activity is seemingly starting even during the day now. But look, it's not all bad. We've actually just gained access to a whole new wing. It's really fascinating to me how much of an achievement entering a new room feels like in this, because it really makes us work for each one. And you, sir, if it's happening, it's subtle, but I swear you're turning your head slightly. Anyway, I believe it was right through the TV room. And now we can actually access the backyard. That was another thing. Thankfully, the Scarecrow is still where I left him. But we still don't have the means to open that gate to the graveyard. I have a feeling that's where this is all heading. But what's confusing me is that it feels like we've already unlocked, like, most of the house, but we're only a third of the way through this thing. Ah, there's a key right here. I don't believe it was here yesterday. But let's get searching. Upstairs, perhaps? There we go. Storerooms, always what I like to see, but unfortunately no batteries here. Which are the thing I'm really worried about. Oh, and this comes up into this hallway. Okay, yeah, so it's not just new rooms we're unlocking, it's shortcuts as well. They're certainly useful. And now that night has fallen, well, night is when the triggers like to come out. See what I mean? Something was always wrong with this place. We felt it even in the past, so I keep speculating that this is Linda, but is it possible that she's someone who came even before? Alright, let's keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. It's far more guided than I at first believed. It's very unlikely for this to unlock something far away. Out here, maybe? There we go. That was movement. Or at least it sounded like it. A game room. Hang on, wait, we've got a... Is there a candle in here? Ooh, and another key. God, imagine... Like, I'm just trying to imagine actually getting to live here on a stormy night. Almost encouraging me to make a Gmod map of this. I don't have the talent for that. And this brings us back around to here. But it must... The other key must unlock something new, right? Darkness... I'm reasonably confident, having edited the first part, that I can get the brightness up to a reasonable level for you guys. Just know that it's much, much brighter than what I am seeing right now. We found the clock room. Look at those shadows dance around the room. I can't light the candle. Locked. I'm losing it. Lights out. It sounded like it was coming from outside. No. There must be... We must have gotten a key out of that, right? There.
The old clown doll was back in its old place this morning. Linda swears she didn't touch it. I'll put it away again.
Yeah, it's becoming clear that that clown doll isn't just a one-time spook, day 12. Well, tell you what, since we don't have to worry about turning on lights anymore, and we have some new shortcuts available, why don't we spend our mornings going for a leisurely stroll around the house? Not much incentive not to, right? The frogs are gone from the fountain. And I know it starts us off later in the day from when we first arrived, but this all feels duller, too. Those triggers are actually quite consistent. Like, that has happened every time I've gone by there. And, have those batteries respawned, actually? Okay, maybe there are some things in play to keep us in the game. I mean, I do wish the nature of this game allowed me to take my time more. I know I'm like whipping the camera around a lot, but that's because every time I cut in, I'm in the middle of just trying every door. I've got to be as quick as possible, or I'll run out of battery, or I won't find the triggers in a reasonable time. And it's like, it's very in its own way. It's got something good here. The sun is setting. We should probably start looking around some more. Maybe try the clown doll again? God, I hate this thing so much. Those little teardrops, those are prison tats. I don't think I've heard that sound before. Here. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Where did you get off to, kitty? Oh, you're just living in here. Well, at least you're consistent. If we can adopt you, like, that would make this whole trip worth it, honestly. Did you leave a key somewhere, maybe? Can we do something with... that's locked, but it... Okay, we're doing something here, I guess. Oh, I can interact with the pieces. Hang on, well, let's get at least a little bit of light in here. Oh, and there's some batteries. I may not have actually been playing, but I did win, I suppose. That must be our way out. Okay, now the question is, where do we use this? Right here. An upstairs kitchen. And another bucket of fish. Huh, that cat kinda seems to serve as a good omen. Those shadows every time, I swear. I just keep lighting these candles in places that look comfy because, I mean, the place really is beautiful, even when it is kind of more dirty. Alright, well, we've got more matches. We'll save them for when we use one more. We've got a new key. Let's keep trying our luck. You're here. There we are. And here's our end. Well, here's the plant room, I guess. How these things are still alive, again, is anyone's guess. But is there a key or something? Locked. I just don't want to move on without finding everything.
The yard was full of crows this morning, all around the well. Linda got the fright of her life. I chased the pest off.
I just heard footsteps that weren't mine, but so that's it. Day 13. We're checking out the well. Might as well, considering we've incorporated an outdoor stroll into our routine. You gotta take care of your mental health in a place like this, especially since mental health is literally our health bar. Once again, we're really not gonna close those gates, bring in the car. I suppose we always want a way out, but these rains are persistent. Not really a lot of thunder and lightning the last couple nights, but always overcast. This time the batteries are not back. But we'll check it out again come nightfall. You know, one thing I will praise about these sound effects is that they always do feel like they're coming from somewhere else in the house. They always feel like you know vaguely where they're coming from, but not with enough confidence that you think you could go intercept it. Hello, crows. Seems as though you're doing your thing. Oh, I had to stand on the right spot to get rid of you all. Okay, well, did you maybe leave a key or something like that behind? Oh, over here. Finally, God, it's so annoying when I even know what I'm supposed to be looking for, and it's so dark I can't find it. Alright, well, we have a new key that's going to take us back. Probably starting with the gardening room. Hey, clown. Oh my god. Just fucking with you there, I thought you were a crow perched there for a second. Nope. There we go. It's her. And another key. in life she was painted or more clearly photographed. But so who is she? Like, you would think our character would have said something about it. Would have mentioned that he keeps seeing her if he did know who she was. Can you please? Oh no. Okay, thank you. I had to be standing in the exact right spot to pick up those batteries. It really is just a race against battery death. Oh. Okay, it's none of the things I'm thinking of. So I'm gonna have to expand the search area a little bit. Like, say, over to here. Did something happen? It's too dark for me to see a lot of the time. There we go. It sounded like something moved in the dark in here. There's a meal set out, a fresh one. And another note. I don't know why I even bothered trying to look out the windows.
I thought I heard a TV playing when I went to the kitchen last night, but that's impossible. The power's still out.
Day 14. Dude must be kicking himself right now for that habit of only writing one sentence per page. Okay, so the TV room then, that's gonna be our next spot to look. This lighthouse is a source of endless fascination for me. There's smoke rising from the house as if someone's there, and yet it doesn't turn on its light at night. And I just can't understand why that is. I'm starting to think that there may actually be a whole lore around this. I mean, I know this developer also put out another game, I think the same year, called Passing Pineview Forest. So, I don't know, maybe there was an attempt to build like a whole universe. But right now, I'm only going on what I have. I'm gonna start lighting candles in this hallway, and it seems a little foolish, but, well, I mean, it does at least do something. I just heard growling. Oh, now the TV doesn't want to turn on. Yeah, that sounds like it's getting closer. Yeah, that sounds very loud from right here. Game, you're gonna have to help me out a little bit more. Oh my god. Ghost Rottweiler. Alright, thanks for the key then. Start trying all of them. Hey, have I mentioned once or twice that I find this mechanic quite tedious? Like, look, I understand why it's in the game, I do. It's to create reasons for you to move around the house, but Surely there's better ways to do that. For example, following sounds. Being pressed along, trying to find the source of a growling, or heading to the next ringing phone. That worked just fine. I mean, it's haunting, so you can come up with any excuse you want. Go. Storerooms, my beloved, with never decaying food. And, oh, are we ending the night already? Okay, you know how it is. One more glance for potential extra keys. And we're done.
Linda and I wanted to take a look at the old cemetery, but its gate is firmly locked.
So you potentially have never been back there. This place is much older than we are, and day 15, maybe it's the past history and ours combining. Or just the past, who knows? I mean, this place clearly has a reputation. What I want to know is how we came to stay here. Who are we in relation to this? Are we related to a certain family that owned it? Hello there. You're watching me try the graveyard. Okay, we need to maintain our sense of direction and try and get up there. Is that the chess room? You were just right here. But what does that do for us? If I look out, will I see you? I won't. But anytime I come back, I can still see you. You'll be there again. There must be something to do with this. I turn around and you're gone. Maybe it's just a random triggered scare. Maybe it doesn't actually help. Is that just a door sound? It sounds very kitty-ish, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm restarting because of a crash, probably crash 5 or 6. And yet, when you're advancing, it's cool. It's the running around I can't stand. Clown's gone. The worst has come to pass. Clown is off his shelf. God, which means you're just out here now. Or doing whatever you do. Probably trying to get back to your prison gang. Come on. The door at the end of the hall. Okay, this one is huge. Because this is a hub. Locked. Okay, locked, but that's okay. It's always at the most exciting when you enter a whole new area. There's a staircase here. So where does this take us? I'm not sure if we've been here before. In fact, I'd wager we haven't. Please don't do that trick again. Okay, that brings us back out into this hallway. Familiar territory. But the staircase goes upward. I do love the sway on this flashlight. Gives a nice dynamic fear. as you're rounding corners. I'm trying to be a stable camera more than I was in the first part. There's a very weird flicker happening here. Right to another note.
Linda thought she'd seen strange lights outside last night. I think it was just a lighthouse off the coast.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure quite how long it's been out of service, but it's not uninhabited. Day 16. Oh, great, and it's storming again. Something to do with that lighthouse, then. For that, we're gonna have to go into the back. What I said before still holds true. I am grateful when it's storming like this because that just means that we're gonna have at least some ambient light. And ambiance is what lightning is all about, isn't it? My God! Scarecrow, are you seeing this? Glad we didn't wait for nightfall. That's a centuries-old ship. How far back does the history of this place go? I've just realized the lighthouse, it's spinning again. Wait, maybe... There's a key in the boat. I wonder, maybe this is one of those old estates where some ship ran aground and what would become this house was built on the site? Maybe this boat right here is what they came ashore in. Look at this. And I can't really tell in the lightning, but I wonder if in order to figure out where the next key is, we should look at which windows that crosses in front of. I just saw it for just a moment. Okay. Let's start trying things. This way. Always check the new areas first. There's still a locked door in the downstairs hallway from where we first entered. I get the feeling that's what this is all leading towards now. That opens. That's locked. Locked. Right here. Thank you, oh batteries of the toilet. Is it really over already?
I'm beginning to feel that Linda might be right. Something feels wrong about this place. I'm hearing and seeing more and more things I cannot explain.
Day 17. If you experienced this at the time as well, then maybe coming back here is actually quite a fear you're facing, especially after spending over 2 weeks here. Given everything that's happened, but I guess you're determined. Alright, so now what do we do? Because that didn't really give us a whole lot to go on, except to wait for nightfall and try and spend more time in that hallway. Do you see that? Did you see that? I swear I just saw somebody walk into this room. Well, there are batteries here. I might as well use them. Was that just a trick of the light? It was so faint, I barely saw it myself. This is the kind of thing that I was hoping for from this game, and really, for all of its faults, I find that the longer I play, the more I like it, because there just really isn't anything else like it. It is a true haunted house simulator. I'm just keeping my flashlight off for now to conserve battery so you can't see anything. Yeah. How was I supposed to know this? Not quite sure. But I know things are moving around outside. Go. Oh my. Hey, little buddy. How'd you get in here without a key? No matter. Can we give you a little honk? There you go. See, this little kitchen seems to have gotten properly moldy. And we can find some more batteries.
I heard Linda screaming last night. She was sure she'd seen the scarecrow through the window. I checked, but all was quiet outside.
So the scarecrow enters the fray. We've got ghosts, haunted history, and now that. Day 18. Oh, thank goodness, another storm. I like it when this place is creepy and comfy and bright. By the way, that is one luminous stain on the wall over there. Alright, let's spend as much time outside as possible and go see what that scarecrow is all about. Mr. Scarecrow remains here. We'll come check on you again at night. But in the meantime, I can see that the lighthouse is not burning, and that shipwreck is no longer on the rocks. Of course, the one night it was working, it clearly wasn't doing a very good job. Spooky. It can be kind of hard to tell what actually counts as night. There must be something here, right? Or at least something we can see from here. These statues being illuminated in the lightning flashes. I heard you. That is not a frequent occurrence. Where are you? That statue just scared me, just the silhouette. Clown Man is gone again. At that point, I'm not convinced that that sound is anything. You're back in your usual spot. So, helps us. The lightning is illuminating footprints on the ground. Wet ones leading right to this corner. God, that's creepy. Showed where they went. Showed where they arrived at, but not where they went afterwards. Okay, the juggle begins again. There. We had our own tiki room. Any treasures in here? There's another openable door right here. I believe that actually backs onto the garden room, right? Ah, we can end it here. But there is also a key, which is to this. Of little consequence because we've already been here. But shortcuts are always welcome. Sometimes, in a place like this, I do just feel like stopping for a bit. Enjoying the rainstorm, but other times I just want to get a move on, and when I hear footsteps is one of those times.
The old music box started playing of its own accord last night. I tried to turn it off, but couldn't. It just kept playing.
Looks like our next mystery is going to be close to home. Day 19. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're still gonna try here again later. Well, let's go. How's Mr. Clown doing? Still right here? Good. It's a good Mr. Clown. After a while, you learn to ignore the noises. You learn to focus on your objective. That's what it's like living in a haunted house. Only problem is, it starts to look a lot like madness. Clown's gone. Clown's gone. Seemingly leaves every night. You came here last time. There's that statue out there. Yeah. So, Guide said I had to do that. Guide said I had to open and close the fridge door a bunch of times. Why would you think to do that? Do we get anything for that? We do. I would never, ever have gotten that. But we have the key now. Right here. And right here. I feel like the nights themselves are getting shorter and shorter. But they nevertheless unlock new areas for us.
When I awoke last night, I thought I heard children laughing in the house. Linda was fast asleep. Otherwise, I'm sure she would have freaked out.
Great, it's another one of those things that gives us no specific location to go on. But day 20. That was a bit of a red herring. It ended up having little or nothing to do with the music box. Well, I guess we did get a scare out of it. Hadn't noticed the face staring down at us. God, that's been the case every single time we've walked through here, huh? Oh. Are those Medusa? Or rather, her reflection in the shield, maybe. Either way, little we can do but wait for darkness. Just imagine what those eyes see, huh? What a top-down perspective would look like. Us traversing this room, going up and down the stairs in the dark several times a night in a panic. Clown not here. Sounds loud. Said children laughing. The only thing I can think would be the toy room. That would actually sort of lead me to the toy room. But will it have used the same trick twice in a couple of days? This game, who knows? I saw that shadow for a moment there. That looked like a person with a knife raised, didn't it? This game genuinely, if I'm even correct about that, this game genuinely does have some truly subtle scares. And it's a lot of them because of how friggin' dark it is. What? Game, what? That sounds like it's coming from here, but it's not. Downstairs, maybe? You're moving around. Where is it? No, where's that clown? I can hear footsteps, but I don't see it. Now I can't hear anything at all. Oh, there you are. That actually did damage. Key, thank you. Thank God. Heart attack from me as well as you. I actually don't blame you for that one. But where does that key leave? I feel like our character's panic is growing. And I'm right there with you, buddy. Where do I go with this? This is the closest I've been to dying. Oh. Up here in the upstairs hallway.
I saw the scarecrow in the house last night, too. What on earth is going on?
You're leaving out a tremendous amount of information, and then what happened? Well, day 21, but I think if we're to keep pace here, even though I did get through that much more quickly than the first 10 days, I think I'm gonna end this part here. That night was truly terrifying, and this time around, now that I've kind of learned to speak this game's language a little bit more, I have to say it's kind of becoming the game I hoped it could be. But again, that's not to rescind any of my criticisms. It is unbearably tedious at times, and I can't even give full credit for getting better because I am relying on the guide a whole lot when I get stuck. But when it works, when it goes the way it's supposed to, you see the vision and, well, what you expect from this game and what it is kind of meet in the middle, and it is glorious. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.